What's up, Browns fans? Nathan Zagura alongside Browns legend and three-time Pro Bowl cornerback Joe Hayden. And this is Training Camp Insider presented by Snapple. And today, Joe, was kind of like a Friday in the season, maybe even a little lighter than that with the preseason opener coming on Saturday. They moved the schedule up, so they call it that Fast Friday. And today, kind of more of a walkthrough, but what'd you see out there?
I saw that. I saw them coming in and out of huddles. I think there was more of a walkthrough tempo, no collisions, nobody got hurt. That was the good thing, but it's just more mental, making sure you're ready, making sure you know the calls, know the plays, know the checks, and they looked really crisp in and out of the huddle, so I think that's what you look for on a Fast Friday.
Yeah, and some of it was the mental aspect of doing a 2-minute drill. We saw them kind of just walk it up the field, but just kind of going through those motions, so when you get into that situational football, you're ready to go in a game.
Exactly. They did that. They did some goal line, a lot of special teams today, because there's going to be a lot of young guys in there rotating. Second half punt return, second half kick return. So just guys that aren't normally used to rotating in and just making sure that if they're in on defense, just staying alert and making sure you know you're ready to come in the game.
Well, and special teams, that kick return, that's a new play, and this will be the first time that it's actually done live for the Cleveland Browns. So obviously a lot of work there, Bubba Ventrone, making sure that everything's ready to go. But you and I both know we're not showing anything in our kick return game in this preseason opener.
Super vanilla. Super vanilla. One-on-one, man-to-man, block your guy. Let's see if we get the returner can make a guy miss, but no scheme is going to be presented during the preseason and the new kickoff.
So when people understand it's going to be vanilla on offense, it's going to be vanilla on defense. You say no scheme. Tell the people at home, what does that mean?
That just means it's one-on-one. They just want to be able to see how the players compete against each other. When you start throwing in scheme and you start throwing in a lot of plays, it can sometimes fog the player's mind. You want to see them play fast. You want to see them know their assignment and see how good they are in doing their individual job. So that's why it's just kind of just give them don't give anything that can blur their minds.
And also don't show anything to anybody else in the league because you don't want to see the Cowboys to see anything in these preseason games. So you don't game plan in a preseason game. You're not doing any advanced scouting. You're not trying to say, oh, this is what the Packers do well, let's try to take it away. It's just this is what we're going to do. And probably on defense, you mentioned man, it's probably going to be like we play man a lot anyway. Let's go play man and see how you guys cover.
Exactly. He's going to see what the corners can do in man-to-man coverage, and they're going to see sometimes with the defensive linemen being able who can win their matchups and get to the quarterback and not leave our DBs stranded out there for a long time. So I think it's just really, really good to see the natural A's and B's of the game, so you don't get too deep into different things.
Now, we heard Kevin Stefanski earlier today say that some starters will play. I think that there will be some starters, obviously, then who do not play. And the reigning defensive player of the year, Myles Garrett, put him in bubble wrap. We were joking on Tuesday, right? Like, yes. At some point, Kevin Stefanski looked at it, I was like, come on, we get it, but we still need to practice.
For
like,
sure.
You can't just destroy every play.
Yeah. No, for sure. And that's the thing. He's going to go full speed every time. So you know what you're going to get out of him. His preparation that he did in the offseason, he's coming off a defensive player of the year, and I feel like he wants to get another one. Once you get that, he's like, wants everybody to know it's legacy for Myles now because everything's been established. He can have all the individual awards, but you heard him. He wants a championship, and if he's the defensive player of the year, that's going to do nothing but help the Browns get to their goal.
Certainly icing on the cake. And Myles Garrett, a cornerback's best friend, I think, quite frankly, a defensive coordinator's best friend. Heck, might even be Kevin Stefanski's best friend. And we had a couple Pro Bowl legends talking earlier today when Joe Hayden talked to Myles Garrett.
You got Joe Hayden here along with Myles Garrett, 5-time Pro Bowl, 5-time All-Pro, reigning Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, just the stat line is crazy. One thing I want to say is, first of all, before we start talking about training camp and all that, heard you came in today crazy riding something. Nice little whip. Everybody dropped everything. Let's hear about it.
Something I got a little bit earlier in the offseason. Picked up a 67 Mustang GT500 from Revology, and man, I tell you, it sounds amazing.
I know. I'm gonna have to come see that before we leave. Definitely.
Yeah.
So with that being said, so Myles, question: you coming off the Defensive Player of the Year, amazing season. What do you see from the younger guys in your room?
Man, all the guys are explosive. They're twitchy, and man, they're scholars of the game. Watching them work. Come in, day in and day out, coming in early, staying late, always willing to, get some work in after practice. Guys over here, I'm over here doing extra stuff, and they're like, hey, you want to get some extra stuff with me? Mm-hmm. So, they're always willing to do more, and that thirst for knowledge and how they can, compliment me and I can compliment them. You love to see it.
Oh, I love that, Myles. And especially, so I'll say off your last year when you played so well, what do you have your goals coming into this season? Because I know when you Defensive Player of the Year, it's kind of hard, not hard to say self-motivated, especially players like you and myself, just wanting to be the best that you can be ever. So I think what is your main motivation coming into this year?
A chip. I think that's the last thing we need to do for Cleveland. And personally for myself, I've done. I've checked off some boxes. No one's gonna say that I haven't. I'm not gonna go out for the Defensive Player of the Year again, All Pro again, or Pro Bowl again. Those are things that I'll get along the way. But as a team, as an individual, only thing we're truly focused on is getting to the Super Bowl, and our eyes are completely set on that, and that's why you see so much focus and dedication on this field and in the classroom.
You love to hear that from Myles Garrett. This is a guy, he's got goals. This is a team that he knows the talent is here and an opportunity to do some things very special this season. Yeah,
it's super exciting to see him like that, motivated, excited, and just ready to perform, and especially just his energy. I was very, very fortunate to be able to see him in my short time that I was here with him, but it's just explosiveness, and he's done nothing but grow and become the great leader that I was hoping that he would be.
Have you ever been on a team where they brought back 9 of their 10 top defensive linemen from a season before?
No, I have not.
No.
I have not. That it just doesn't make it. It doesn't happen.
It does not happen in the NFL, but it did happen for the Browns because so many of these veterans, guys who were on one-year deals, wanted to come back. Zadarius Smith wanted to come back. Shelby Harris wanted to come back. And, of course, our guy Maurice Hurst wanted to come back as well, and he is beloved in that locker room. And this guy, entertaining, a lot of fun. Think of the belly rub celebrations, the big man pick in Seattle. Here is Maurice Hurst, mic'd up.
Oh, I'm mic'd up. I just did. Oh, my God. Beautiful day. Oh, let's have a day.
We need an extra juice, Mo.
Extra juice. Hey, let's have a day today, man. Everyone focus on their job. Let's have fun out here. Let's turn this. We got pads on. Start hitting people. Start getting on the explosion line. Get in the backfield. Make plays. Oh, zone 3. 1, 2, 3. Set the tone today. Let's go! Let's go, let's go, let's go. That's a sack. That's a sack. What you got, MG? Hey, ho, hey, ho, hey. You
got fresh for the mic'd up, huh?
Oh, this is my everyday swag, man. That's his tackle. Wow, great day for football. Yeah, Chris! Turn me up, Chris! Turn me up, Chris! Hey, Chris.
Keep on grinding.
Yes, sir.
Dogs on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Pretty good contact. Boy, I definitely got that cardio up today. Greatness, man.
All right, Joe, preseason opener, Saturday, Cleveland Browns Stadium. Browns, Packers, 425. What do you want to see from the Cleveland Browns?
I want to see deep balls. Like I said, I saw him. I was looking for him in training camp. I want to see it translate to the games. I want to see explosive plays. And then at the same time, our defensive line. We have so many great defensive linemen. I want to see them disrupt the run game, the pass game, and just not let them get comfortable.
I just love the fact that our quarterbacks who are going to be playing are Jameis Winston, former #1 overall pick. Huntley's been to a Pro Bowl, and DTR has had a great camp and entering his second year looks good. You think about the quarterbacks 2, 3, 4 around the NFL. The Browns have the best. That should be, in a preseason game, opportunities for those deep balls and these young receivers, and there are quite a few out there with speed.
For sure. I mean, you coming in with quarterbacks with experience, they're not nervous. They know how to manage games. They know how to make big explosive plays. So if I were the tight ends or receivers here, I'd be super excited to get my opportunity.
Yeah, get ready. The ball's coming. And you know as a quarterback, you know what they're not playing much in defense.
Oh, they're man-to-man. So you're going to see, if you see these DBs pressed on the outside, it's going to be a lot of opportunities for deep balls down the field.
Let's go. I can't wait. So we'll be back with you next Monday for Training Camp Insider. Joe will join me once again as we break down what happened against the Green Bay Packers, break down the Browns' return to training camp practice, and get ready for the joint practices with the Minnesota Vikings. So for Joe Hayden, I'm Nathan Zagura saying thanks for watching another edition of Training Camp Insiders presented by Snapple.